Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey and I am here at the 2022 Houston Auto Show inside NRG Center in Houston, Texas. And right beside me here is the brand new two-row 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee Trailhawk. And in this video, I will go over what makes this the best off-roading Grand Cherokee there is you can buy right now. Hit that subscribe button down below and ring the bell so you are notified every time we post a video here to YouTube. And if you want to see some behind the scenes stuff before the videos are here, find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, all at GT Garage Talk. And everything we do, including our award-winning podcast, can be found at gtgaragetalk.com. So starting up front, under the hood, there are actually 3 different power plants for you to choose in the new two-row 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee. This one has the tried and true 3.6 liter Pentastar V6. You can also opt for the very powerful and wonderfully sounding Hemi V8 under the hood. Now this is, like I said, the V6 option, but there is also a 4xe version, which in my opinion is the one to get. Uses a 4-cylinder engine paired with a plug-in hybrid system that allows you over 20 miles of range on pure electricity alone. But then you have the 2-liter 4-cylinder engine for backup, for long trips, overlanding trips, trips to Moab, whatever you want to do. It makes it a very capable and very affordable and very green Jeep Grand Cherokee. So let's talk styling. Up front, the two-row version gets a modified version of the Grand Cherokee L's new exterior design. There are some small subtle differences between the two, so you can tell them apart moving forward. But this Trailhawk model gets some red accents and this massive flat black hood decal to reduce glare when you're off on the trails. And yes, red accents galore, including red tow hooks that Jeep does quite well because they aren't just painted red, they're lined with rhino liner. So, you know, they are good and tough. And yes, we've got Jeep's 7-slot grille. New for the Grand Cherokee Trailhawk, you have trail cams all around, including this front-facing camera right here, so you can actually see ahead of you when you're cresting a big hill and all you see out the windshield is sky. This is a very capable SUV, and I am more than excited to see these out on the road and on the trails. All right, so the main difference between the 2021 Grand Cherokee L 3-row and this, the 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee 2-row, is right here. The back is much shorter. It gives you much better off-road approach, departure, and breakover angles, which is why the Trailhawk is offered on this, but not the L model. You also get some unique styling from the side and definitely back here in the back. So I love this black greenhouse look that goes from the A-pillar all the way back that just blacks out the entire roof. Other trims do get a body color roof here with a chrome strip, but I think the Trailhawk and the 4xe Trailhawk are the best when it comes to the exterior appearance because it really makes it look like the American Range Rover. It follows a very similar formula, and this is a very gorgeous, in my opinion, two-row midsize SUV. Speaking of gorgeous, let's take a look inside because this also borrows heavily from the 2021 Grand Cherokee L and its beautiful interior. All right, moving inside the 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee Trailhawk, luxury abounds in here. I mentioned this being the American Range Rover, and the 2022 model really steps it up to that. You've got beautifully leather wrapped steering wheel with your Trailhawk requisite red stitching. If you do get the 4xe, everything in here that is red turns blue to signify that hybrid powertrain. You get a leather-wrapped dash, which is new for the Trailhawk model, and red stitching here. You get this, I don't really want to call it faux wood, but a very unique designed plastic trim piece that separates the upper and lower portions of the dash. You get two-person memory seat in the Trailhawk. You get more of that plastic design here on the steering wheel, and I'm going to knock them just a little bit here for their overuse of piano black here in the middle. Everywhere you touch, it's going to leave a fingerprint or dust is going to collect. I know some of you don't care about that, but living with a vehicle, you would start to notice that very quickly and very easily, and I can be a little OCD when it comes to stuff like that. But you do have hidden storage here. You have Qi wireless charging, USB-A and USB-C up here, 2 of each, and both plug into the new Uconnect 5 infotainment system. You've got your rotary dial shifter here. You've got your air suspension and your drive modes are controlled up here. Your downhill assist, 2 cup holders side by side, and a Jeep usual 2-tier center console for massive amounts of storage, and you can access it in one of 2 ways. You can either get the shallow upper part or the deep lower part. The seats are leather and suede and are very nice, and yes, you do get the large pano roof above you. In front of me, I've got 2 screens. So we've got the new Jeep gauge cluster here that is all digital, plus the large Uconnect screen here in the middle, and your row of toggles up above it. Very clean look, very upscale over the outgoing 2-row Grand Cherokee. Moving to the mid-row, the back row in this 2-row version, this seat is further back than I would sit at 5'10", but sitting behind it as it is, I've got plenty of leg room. I'm quite comfortable. I would actually have this seat up a little bit more, but there's plenty of room for my feet. You do have your manual sunshades or peasant blockers here on the rear windows, which as a father, I absolutely applaud. More family vehicles need these as an option across the lineup. And then you get 2 USB-A, USB-C ports back here. Again, as a family vehicle, the air conditioning comes out from behind the center console, which isn't my favorite when it comes to having a kid in a car seat, making sure that ventilation and airflow gets to them, especially in Texas summers. Otherwise, it's a very nice, spacious place to sit back here, and you still get that beautiful view from that panoramic roof. All right, moving around to the back of the 2-row 2022 Grand Cherokee. This incorporates some of the updated styling themes seen on the 21 Grand Cherokee L, the slimmer taillights and the requisite Trailhawk badge trimmed in red to let everyone know that you have off-road intentions. You do have a rear wiper that is prevalent and prominent back here, but you have your rear camera mirror camera back here, as well as a washer, and very nice, tidy styling back here. Unfortunately, I cannot open this one up. We are here at the Houston Auto Show. This is a show model that doesn't have all the electronics turned on, but storage back here is a little less than the L with the rear seats folded, but there is plenty of storage for a family of 4 if you were to buy this. All right, gearheads, that is all I have for you with this 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee 2-row Trailhawk that, yes, is trail rated. If you want to know more from us here at the Houston Auto Show, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring the bell so you are notified every time we post. Until next time, bye.